we started thinking and dreaming about duckweed late 2016 when I was working in agricultural commodity trading and Maurits was in investment banking. I'm originally from Amsterdam. That's also where we, let's say, incubated the idea of starting Plantible. But then we figured we had to go to the United States, regulatory reasons, but also back then, let's say 4 or 5 years ago, the overall climate for plant-based foods was much more thriving than it was back then in Europe. And so through one of our friends and family investors, we actually got in touch with a water recycling company in Chicago who had this weird side project in San Diego where they were trying to grow algae in wastewater, but it was so distant from their core business that at one point they just wanted to get rid of their algae facility and were looking for somebody to take it over. And we just happened to be there in the right place in the right time. We got the whole facility, 2-acre facility, for free, including a Breaking Bad trailer that's still on site. What we're here now today is that we really use this as our R&D facility to optimize our infrastructure, optimize our cultivation practices, and also optimize our downstream processing. While in the midst of that, we're building out a commercial demo plant in West Texas. You have to imagine, like both Maurits and I, we left our friends and family behind, moved from Amsterdam to Southern California. We have zero background in the United States. We didn't know anybody in this country, and so at the beginning, as you can imagine, just as a human being, it was quite lonely from time to time. And having the mindset to push through and making sure that this company becomes a success, was an absolute necessity in order for us to succeed and get where we are today. But over the years, we've grown from Maurits and myself to 60 people. Great group of motivated colleagues around us. Obviously, we've made friends over the years. So but the first year, definitely, let's say first 6 months, definitely, sometimes hard, but
So how has the pitch deck evolved over the years?
Yeah, but not that much actually. Obviously, you're adding more data as you go along your process. Right in the beginning, you're starting with a thought, and then suddenly you start to actually add substance to the thought you had initially. But overall, the strategy and timeline we set forth to hit so far has been quite on point. So let's say, knock on wood, we don't have it here that it goes that way, but. Actually, the overall proposition and strategy hasn't changed much. COVID broke out. We were fortunate enough that we had a, let's say, super motivated team that allowed us to move on site. You saw the RVs maybe in the back, so we bought on RVs so that we could live on our farm with our team during the COVID lockdown here in Southern California. That allowed us to basically continue the development of our process. And I think if you look at our overall mentality here at Plantible, there's a lot of persistence and a lot of willingness to succeed. And so overall, you have setbacks from time to time, but we've always been able to overcome those. Where I'm more big picture thinking, long term, Maurits is really into the greater details. He's currently in Texas, making sure that the build out is running smoothly, that we're making sure that we're delivering on time, hitting all of our milestones while staying within budget. And so over the years, obviously in the beginning you do most of the same things, but we've built up such a great company together with a lot of trust in each other that now slowly but surely tasks are being divided, but always in harmony.